Hi Leos, welcome to your June reading for June 2024. I'm actually looking at May for the reading I did for you for May, just to get some insight into what it was you were dealing with, and I'm going to base this reading off of that, if that makes sense. So the first thing we're going to look into is just the oracle cards that you got. Feeling so small and scared, not wanting to face the world. Many layers of protection here distancing you from life. Know that you are always held in the love of the divine, perfect as you are. That seems rather specific, but let's see what else there is. You've got Blossoming Spirit 5, which is the Hierophant. And you have 17, Initiation, which is a star card. Relationships are assignments for optimal growth and healing. So possibly relationships may be both triggering, but also like helping you grow, growing pains, right? Dissolve all boundaries with love. That is beautiful together. Wow. As well as with the Hierophant and the Star, because the Hierophant deals with commitment, relationship, like marriage, like high level commitment, as well as any kind of authority, organization, stuff like that. But I'm thinking of it in terms of relationships. That's really cool, to dissolve all boundaries with love. Whenever I compare myself to others, I simply say this prayer: the light I see in them is a reflection of my inner light. So possibly feeling triggered in relationships or connections with others, and maybe comparing yourself. Maybe that's happening. We all do it. No shame. So let's just look at the cards that you got from May. And I'm uploading this in May, so they may still be relevant messages. And if you haven't watched your May readings, they're still up. So what was something you were encouraged to keep from April going into May? Sorry, it was the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So that's a lot about relationships, but it's like the high level feeling of relationship. It's like feeling incredibly connected in every which way, feeling emotionally fulfilled, feeling like all your wishes are coming true and you're really, really blessed and happy with this person. But it's also like a new feeling. It's something awakening, something new. So now you're being encouraged into commitment. So possibly whatever feelings were coming up for you last month were really amazing going into May as well. But then it's like encouraging you to stay committed to whatever it is, whether it's relationships. Some of you may be completely single, and then that doesn't apply. Then this would be something of an emotional nature that you have dedicated a lot of yourself to, and this is your everyday commitments. So this could be work, this could be private, personal, passion projects you have, relationships, friendships, anything you are very dedicated to continue to commit to it, to continue to participate, to be involved with others in group dynamics. Specifically with work, it might be good for you to work with others, to team up rather than work alone. So if that's the kind of thing where you get to decide whether you're working with others on a project or you're doing it on your own, it seems like you're being encouraged to continue whatever relationships or commitments or collaborations you had going on in the month of May into the month of June. So something to release from June, and it's funny because it just says the word loss. Oh yeah. I didn't see this card before, so there's heartbreak here. Not laughing at the heartbreak, just kind of like these cards go well together. So it's sorrow. There's like a sadness here. And it feels like you may have already gone through the grief process with this. The thing you were being encouraged to release from April going into May was the Ace of Swords and the Hanged Man. So maybe that's kind of an understanding or realization that you needed to see from a different perspective. So shift your perspective on something and then kind of let it go. And here it feels like you've already done a lot of work on yourself. You've already done a lot of healing. there may be a little bit more of that, but it feels like you need to now release whatever pain was caused last month, whatever loss happened, whatever kind of grief, or just feeling of I'm forgetting words lately, but yeah, like a feeling of loss of any sort. So what is the theme, the main theme of June? And you have the Knight of Cups. It says creativity on the bottom. It could very well be self-expression, but it's honestly any kind of emotional connection with your emotions, where you respond to your emotions, where you participate with emotion, where you take part in life by connecting first with your body, connecting with your emotion. You're excited, or you're emotional, or you're sad, and you go with that feeling. You're being encouraged to honor your feelings and to respond to them and to take action from a place of feeling, from a place of emotion, to flow, right? To get into flow. Again, if you're an artist or creative, or even if you're not, I do encourage anyone to be creative. I think it's a really great tool, just to like unwind and relax. And I think all of us can use that in our lives. So it's just tapping into that feeling of flow, and it's a meditative state. And then you can kind of lose yourself there. Maybe you're writing poetry, maybe you're doing, maybe you're rapping. I don't know why I just thought of that. Maybe you're painting, and or doing something with clay. This cup kind of looks like clay to me, the way it kind of is molded out of something watery here. And it feels like you're able to connect emotionally that way, and trust your emotions as well, and take action from a place of honoring and trusting, and wanting to respond to your own emotions. So that's the theme. Whether it's good or bad, that's kind of the theme. I guess it's not so much recommended, it's just kind of what's going to be happening for you this month based on this reading. Something to be aware of. So what did you have for May? To be aware of was the Page of Cups. So similar with the Knight of Cups, but Page of Cups is more like studying your emotions, learning about your emotions, meditating, getting connected, feeling feelings. Right? Here it's like, I did just get the Knight of Coins initially. I was like, oh, I don't really know what that means. So I took out, because I didn't really know what it was trying to say, so I took out an extra card, and then I was hit with this like pang of sadness, and I remembered that I was going to have to mention that to you guys. There's a feeling of sadness here. What is this again? For something to be aware of. So it's slow. There's like a slow progress towards something that you're desiring, something you're working on, a project, a relationship, anything that just kind of takes dedication and takes patience, and it takes time, right? Time being the main thing here. And I don't know why, when I saw this card, it's a card that says change. It's the Six of Swords. It's all about leaving a difficult thing behind and going towards calmer experiences and more peaceful experiences. So something about this made me feel a sense of sadness for you guys. But I guess what it means is it's taken a lot of time and dedication, and now you're needing to walk away from things that were difficult, whatever that means for you, right? However that resonates with you. There's a feeling of sadness there. That's what I picked up on. But it is a mental card, so it's not so much that you're connecting emotionally here. It's more so that you're understanding a situation for what it is, and you can now look at it from afar, but you see what damage it created. You see kind of the domino effect, I guess, if you will, mentally, right? And then you're able to look at it, reflect on it, and maybe there's a sense of sadness there, or a sense of loss, which is the thing you need to release, the loss and the heartbreak from last month, from May. Yeah, so let's look at what to focus on this month. This is a really positive energy. I just want to see what you were to focus on. May was Three of Swords. Interesting. That is brilliant. I love when the cards, that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm looking at the past readings, because I really want to understand what we're talking about and not just like say nonsense to you guys. So the Three of Swords is the thing that you're being asked to release from May. And it was the thing that you were told to focus on in May. Sorry, yes. It's the thing you're asked to release in June from the month of May, but in May you were asked to focus on it. So it feels like, yeah, you've done your grief process, you've done your release process, you've healed. Maybe there's some sadness looking back, 2020 vision, you're looking back in retrospect. Maybe there's a feeling of loss and sadness there. You're being asked to release it, to feel more peace now. And what you're being asked to focus on now, rather than heartbreak, is your victory, your success, all the positive accomplishments you've made, how far you've come. We're reaching your birthday month. I was thinking of that as I was shuffling the cards, and I put some extra cards in there for you because I was wanting to love up on you. You know, and then it feels like you're really coming to this place of looking back, seeing your achievements, seeing how far you've come. And that's very much with the next card. That's a similar message. Let me just jump right into it. The Strength card, it's like a pat on your back, telling you that you've come a long way. You've been very strong through this process. You've been resolute, you've persevered. And this is advice for you of what you should be doing more of through the month of June. It's really telling you to be a good parent to your inner child, to take really good care of yourself, to be strong, to be disciplined, but also have compassion and kindness towards yourself. Be sweet towards yourself. Be your best friend. Show yourself a good time. Pamper yourself. Love yourself. Take care of your needs, you know, like whatever those may be. And then also have strong disciplines, strong boundaries with yourself, the way you would with a child. To make sure that the kid is growing up the right way, right? That they have the right values, the right understanding of how they're supposed to run their lives once they get older, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's like connecting with your inner child in a way where you're able to set both boundaries and be loving towards yourself. And that's what you're encouraged to do. I want to quickly look at May, what was happening for you in that department. So you had the Nine of Swords. Interesting. So I guess you were encouraged to sit with your thoughts. There was a lot of anxiety, there was heartbreak, there was difficulty in the month of May possibly, and then it feels like you were being encouraged to really go through that process. And now you're really being asked to let it go and move forward, which is quite nice to see. The next card is about what you should not be doing. And this is funny because it's so like, it's such an easy card to read for this position. I feel like all the cards have been pretty easy to read in this reading. It feels like you should not be fighting with people. You should not be getting involved in conflict. You should not be getting involved in drama of any sorts. Even if it's just like gossip or like, oh, well, let's talk about this person and what happened there. Don't. It's just not worth it. It all comes back to you. It's better for you to disconnect and focus on your healing journey and focus on what makes you feel better. There's always going to be drama. There's always going to be something going on everywhere. And if you tune into that energy, you become part of it. You take it on as your own. So I definitely would say don't get involved in conflict. Don't get involved in fighting. Yeah, just like find peace in the situation and remove yourself from any kind of drama. And did I say what happened in May? For May, you had the Magician. I don't even know what I said about that. I guess it's kind of like with manifesting. So maybe, I mean, the Magician can sometimes be trickery and manipulation. So I wonder if that was going on for you in May, if there was some trickery and manipulation, because you were being asked to remove yourself from that, release that during May. So now we're looking at what are some opportunities or possibilities that could be coming in for you in June. In May, you had Sun, Devil, and Four of Coins. Sorry, I just keep going back and forth between the months. So it feels like your opportunities in May were really about connecting with your true path. The Sun rolls over Leo, and shining and celebrating and enjoying your life. But there was also an opportunity for you to see toxicity, for you to see unhealthy attachments, unhealthy behaviors, maybe taking things too far or holding on to things because it's a familiar coping mechanism. And when I look at that, I'm reminded, I forgot to mention, the Strength card is another card of Leo's. Pretty like evidently, we've got a lion here. And so with the Strength card being something you're encouraged to do more of in June, I feel like you're really encouraged to tap into that energy of Leo's. You are a warrior, you are strong, you're powerful, you're magnetic, you are fabulous. Don't take it to the extreme. Don't fight with people. Don't let it trigger your ego. Just kind of stay on the course of being true to yourself and being strong and persevering, but not getting involved in any drama, like I said before. So what is the energy that is possible for you in the month of June? Incredible energy. I didn't see these cards yet. There's doors opening left, right, and center. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. There's also things coming back from the past. It feels like you get to revisit some old experiences, some old people, maybe even just like looking at that rear view mirror, you know, as you drive past and being like, wow, that was a crazy experience. There was so much loss. There was so much heartbreak. I'm devastated that that happened, but I'm calm now, you know, and I'm going to focus on the good. It feels like you really get to look back and to come back from an experience. You're having this rebirth and you're coming full power forward with Enterprise, the Three of Wands. You're seeing a lot of the things that you put out into the world come back for you. But this is only opportunity, meaning if you don't grab this, you will not experience it. So doors opening, new opportunities, having a rebirth, connecting with the energy of Enterprise, being able to start new projects, being able to take things on that you have sent out in the past. If you don't take those opportunities, they're not going to be there, right? So that's important to remember as well, because a lot of times, like I'll even watch a tarot reading. I watch tarot readings. I'll see a message and I'm like, oh, wow, that never happened. Yeah, because I just kept watching more tarot readings. Like you need to kind of take a minute, soak the information in and figure out like, does this apply to me and how, and what do I want to do with this? If this opportunity comes, will I take it or will I ignore it? Will I even be aware that the opportunity is there? So this is about raising your awareness of what's happening throughout the month. It's not about prediction at all. I don't believe, like I've tried that before. I don't really believe in prediction. I feel that it's really about you identifying, these are things that are familiar to me right now in my life. I'm sensing that this reader is talking about something that's related to what I'm going through, and I'm getting some opportunities that I would like to take on. I'm going to be more aware of them as they show up. So that's what's going on for you in the month of June. And then let's look at what will feed your soul in the month of June. Wow. So very much similar to this victory card, which was what you should be focused on. In June, it's like you have abundance. You have a feeling of luxury, of abundance, of wealth, of calm, serenity, peace. Like you can finally rest, you can finally let loose, you can finally let go. You can spend some time in nature, you can beautify yourself if that's a thing you're into. You can just pamper yourself. You can, really grow your business, whatever it is you do, your career, your business. Bling it up with that crown and those gold earrings. I feel like maybe you're going out somewhere fancy or celebrating someone's birthday or some kind of party celebration. So that's something that's going to feed your soul, is really being connected with that earthy energy and being grounded as well. Doing anything that makes you feel grounded and stable and present. Let's go to... So for May, in that same space, you had Seven of Swords, Five of Cups, which is interesting energy. It feels like you were dealing with really heavy things through May. Because Seven of Swords is deceit and lies and manipulation, and Five of Cups is some kind of loss. And it feels like if that's what you were dealing with in May, it was feeding your soul to recognize it, I guess, or to just kind of deal with it, to go through it, because you also had the Death card as what was giving you joy through May. Wild. This is such a different... I'm so happy to deliver these messages because I'm looking at what we were talking about in May, and this is such a big contrast, and I'm already feeling like this sense of calm and ease. So we said, you know, in May, the joy was the Death card, the transformation, the release, the grief process. Wow. Amazing, Leos, amazing, amazing work. If you did this, if you feel like this resonates, beautiful. You are connecting. What's giving you joy is soulmates, kindred spirits, people who love you, people who connect with you in a deep way. But it's also about making big decisions in your life that feel true to your, I guess, your North Node, to who you really are, who you're meant to be in this life. And then charging up with that strong, powerful, authoritative boss energy of the King of Wands. Like, this really feels like you know who you are, you sit in your power, you're strong, you're able to command, you're a leader in some form, shape. Yeah, and you're able to like inspire others with your words, with your encouragement, with your way of looking at life. You have a really direct and clear way of seeing how things can move forward, and this is very much you and your energy here in this reading, so I'm grateful to see that for you. And then I just pulled out the card at the bottom of the deck, thinking that this would add some joy, having no idea that the lovers are here. We have the love card, which is the Two of Cups. So I feel like relationships, friendships, connections that feel very loving and nurturing to you are giving you a lot of joy through the month of June. Just a little mention, like a side note, for anyone who's struggling with finding connections, relationships, friendships, family members who feel that way, maybe June is an opportunity for you to reach out to some new people and meet people that resonate on this deep level. I just wanted to put that out there because I know, yeah, everyone's dealing with different things. So we have here the Hierophant with the Star card. It really feels like you are grounding into some beautiful energy. You have initiation. Initiation feels like there's a healing energy coming in. You're being initiated into a new experience. It's a softer experience. It's a letting go. It's a being present. And you're being encouraged to know how to connect in relationships, to not take it to a bad place. Like we had those conflict cards before where I was saying, you know, don't deal with drama. I feel like Leos can really attract a lot of drama in their lives, and it's important to, you know, lean back when that happens. I do see here possibly some comparison going on, so maybe try to connect with this message of seeing the light in others as a reflection of your own inner light, dissolving boundaries with love. Relationships are assignment for optimal growth and healing. Incredible reading. And just as I looked over, I saw the Sun card again. So this is your card. Why did I say again? Because it showed up for you in May? Yeah, okay. Because it's not in this reading, but it showed up for you in May in the opportunities that you had. So this is, again, celebrating. It says here, dancing with the sun at the bottom. It feels like you get to celebrate. You get to enjoy your life. You get to maybe be even front and center of some kind of project or some kind of group that you're leading in some way. I'm wishing you guys an amazing month. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment if this resonates.